Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to bring you another garden video. Today I want to talk to you guys about using phosphorus on your produce patches, organic phosphorus. You can tell here, let's get the camera here. You can tell here I've been side dressing my squash with bonemeal, which is the only organic methods of getting phosphorus to your crops. Now, if you don't know what bone meal is, it's pretty much grind up. Here's a bag of it. It's a ratio of let me fix the camera here because I can zoom in. It's a ratio of 0-10-0, which is has 0 nitrogen in it. So you can put this on as much on your plants. You don't have to worry about burning because it has no nitrogen in it, and it has 10 phosphorus and 0 calcium. So this is what it is. What bone meal is crushed up bone from the cattle industry. You know, after the cow's been slaughtered, they crushed up the bones, and this is what it looks like. And it kind of does have a dead animal smell to it, but your garden won't smell like a dead animal until next time it rains. But it is worth it, and it might keep the smell might keep the deer and rabbits and stuff away too for a little while. Now, there is some things in the agricultural industry saying about farmers is using too much phosphorus. Well, maybe that is true, but it also depends on someone texting me here. It also depends on what you're growing. I know a lot of farmers today, they put too much phosphorus on their fields when they planting something like corn and soybeans and stuff like that. Yeah, when you're planting, or even produce, like when you're planting stuff like, take example, sweet corn for example. I'm gonna sit here and get out of the sun. When you plant stuff like sweet corn, broccoli, lettuce, spinach, you know, you don't need phosphorus. That's the least kind of fertilizer you need planting them type of things. If you plant stuff like broccoli, cabbage, sweet corn, all that stuff, you need more nitrogen than anything else. Now, like if you planting a produce crop like, I don't know, squash, all the nightshade families like your tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, potatoes, they need more phosphorus. Because that phosphorus also helps them produce flowers, which eventually that's where you get your fruit or your crop from. These crops like squash, for example, or any of your nightshade families don't need no nitrogen. I don't care what any gardener says about nitrogen. I said you listen to some of these gardeners people and they say, oh, nitrogen's all you need, nitrogen's all you need. Well, actually it's not, because too much nitrogen will actually burn your crop. That's why if you look at organic nitrogen like blood meal, feather meal, all that, it's a ratio of 12-0-0, 13-0-0. And if you put too much of that on, it will burn. So back to some gardeners think you need all nitrogen in your garden. Well, that's not true. A lot of crops don't really need a lot of nitrogen. As a matter of fact, if you put too much nitrogen on crops like tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, it actually will hurt the yield that you get. And squash is the same way. Squash and zucchini don't need nitrogen. Very little. They need more phosphorus than anything. And like I said, I'll get in a later video later on when I start side dressing my broccoli, because I'll use blood meal, and I'll explain to that more when I side dress my broccoli and stuff like that. So trying to see what else I want to cover. So it just all depends on what you're growing. So if you're new to organic gardening, you need to do the research on whatever crop you're growing to see what you need. Just like for example, my carrots. I know a lot of gardeners say carrots need a lot of nitrogen. Well, I put fish fertilizer last year on my carrots, which is a ratio of 5:1:1, and it actually stunted the growth of my carrots. And I'm pretty certain that it was the nitrogen in that fish fertilizer that stunted the growth of my carrots. Earlier today, I side dressed my carrots with seaweed fertilizer. It's a ratio of 0:0:1, which you're probably thinking, well, that's not hardly, they don't hardly have nothing in it. Well, yeah, it don't. But seaweed fertilizer does have a lot of minerals and a lot of vitamins and stuff that plants need to get a good. It's more of a boosting fertilizer than anything, especially when it comes to the organic field. So if you want to know anything else about bone meal, oh yeah, that bag of bone meal cost me about $21 a bag, and I pretty much got this patch of squash side dressed. I have another patch of squash I need to get side dressed if I get it planted. It's been too wet here to get it planted. So I might side dress my marigolds and lilies. I might do that later on and make a video of that later on today. So if you want to know any more questions about organic gardening or have any other questions about the type of organic fertilizer you use on certain crops, you can leave a comment below this video or message me on my Facebook at facebook.com/Darren4430. I'm hoping to make more garden videos this year, especially in the organic side, because I sell organic produce too. So I guess I'll see you next garden video.